All right, almost got this. Almost got this. Come on. No! Oh, now I gotta start all over. What's up, guys and gals, and today we are bringing you another sunny review of Furwind. And Furwind is an old school platformer by Jandusoft and Boomfire Games, and in the story there's this prosperous village attacked by Darren. Darren has escaped from prison, and now he is trying to destroy the world, and the world and its people now look to you, Furwind, to destroy the evil and bring back peace. The game features 3 acts with 1 boss at the end of each act. Various levels you unlock through regular missions by grabbing these hidden scrolls, and Furwind itself is like a lot of traditional platformers, but with some cool things added in the mix. Furwind has the ability to attack using a spinning tail attack. You can also throw bombs, which admittedly were very unreliable and hard to time. You can also fly across the screen for a few seconds when you gather these feathers. As you move further in the story, you start to unlock some new abilities, like a saved heal that you can use for later on, and it'll recharge your health. Then at the very end of the game, you get to unlock a wisp, and this wisp can do a basic single ranged attack. All these abilities are unlocked through the acquisition of gems that you will want to acquire and collect throughout the levels. But as you progress through the acts, there's various levels that you will take on, and you'll quickly figure out the format that these form in all 3 acts. There is typically 3 types of levels. One is a bigger laid out level that features too many bosses you must kill and acquire a medallion needed to take on the final boss in the act you're in. These mini bosses usually are repeats and are not too difficult to challenge. You'll have also various tikis spread out throughout the level that you can hit for save points, and these cost gems to activate. So keep in mind that you need these gems to purchase upgrades, so you have a risk versus reward decision when using these checkpoints. Then you have these dark type levels in every act, and as you navigate through these, you have to use the power of these light up wisp, and you have to constantly keep these recharged, as if they fade out, you end up losing the entire mission. Then you finally have the pure platforming missions that you must quickly navigate through because these are timed, and in my opinion this is the hardest content in the game, as you'll probably lose more than a few times and have to start these over from scratch. The mini boss fights were really nothing to note, as they had very simple and easy attack patterns that you will quickly figure out. The boss fights themselves were a lot more interesting, but really even these were pretty simple for the most part, and you will figure these patterns out pretty quickly as well. The final boss only took me about 3 attempts before I finished him off, so I think I would have liked to have seen maybe more phases in these boss fights. Besides them looking pretty epic, there wasn't much home to write about at the end with all these boss fights. Now, while the game is taking a more old school approach, the graphics themselves were not great in my opinion. Now, typically I feel I'm one of the easier people out there that reviews games that appreciates the artwork and visual style that these artists try to envision, but this one just didn't do it for me. There's moments like the boss fights you appreciate the artwork, but for the most part you can tell this game is used in other ports like the PS Vita. As for some other complaints, I felt at times my character slipping on some of these pure platforming missions. I felt like something was off with the timing of the jumps and the platforms themselves. Like at times my character did a random midair flip on its own and didn't actually do the double jump. Sometimes I felt like I was slipping on the platforms and my character just wouldn't jump. And as you guys know, when you're doing some of these platforming missions and they have you lose when you start over, that can get a little frustrating at times. But overall, I did enjoy this game, and I thought the price was appropriate. You're not getting a ton of hours in this game, as I beat the game from start to finish in about less than 8 hours. There is really zero replayability in this game outside of maybe going back and purchasing all the upgrades, which I didn't even need to beat the full boss. But you do have some awesome old school platforming gameplay that I did enjoy and I found a lot of fun. There is a lot of challenging missions, and I don't see someone who's not as great at video games beating this as fast as I did, but I could see my wife playing this and struggling for hours on one mission. But overall, the game for me is getting a solid 6 out of 10. This is one of those games that doesn't blow you away or do anything brand new, but it has a lot of nice features and fun challenging platforming and simple combat that anybody can pick up. Cool level designs and the ability to purchase skills for your character and see some form of progression. I do recommend this game if you're a big platforming fan, and in my opinion it's easy on the wallet, but don't expect a game changer here. But that's going to be it for me on this rapid fire review. If you like this video, please smash that like button, comment down below if you think this game is worth your time, and all that really helps with people finding this video, so please consider doing that. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a sunny day.